let's go over all the games on Wednesday night. The monster line of the night is Danilo Gallinari. What a surprise! 38 points, 10 threes, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. 81%. So this guy, over the years, when he was on the Clippers, when he was on OKC, he averaged around 17, 18 points, over 2 threes. Really, really good free throw and low turnover. This is what this guy can bring to fantasy. And this year, so many guys on the Atlanta Hawks team, like a good NBA players, are capable of, going off and, deserve to play 25, 30 minutes. And it's up to the coach to figure out what lineup makes the most sense. But at the moment, guys like Bogdanovic, DeAndre Hunter, a lot of injuries going on, and Cam Reddish even is out. So in the short term, all those guys, those Atlanta Hawks guys, it's worth grabbing. Same thing with Gallinari. See what happens. We know he's a big free throw guy. So if you want that, definitely go grab him. If he can play 30 minutes every night, watch out. He can bring value to your team. And the dud of the night is Pascal Siakam. Played 24 minutes. Just a bad game. No counting stats. 5 points, 2 rebounds and 4 assists, and bad efficiency and 3 turnovers. He will be better than this. The Raptors, they played the Miami Heat, who is known for their defense. So it's just one bad game. To me, he's still a top 50 player on a per game basis moving forward. Let's get into the games. The first game is the Warriors beating the Indiana Pacers. The Warriors, they're gonna be in the 8th seed range in the Western Conference, seventh seed or eighth seed. Without Clay, I don't really see they winning or going deep into the playoffs, right? Maybe the 6th or 7th seed in the Western Conference. Curry has to carry every single game. He has shot the ball pretty poorly the past 2 games, but still bring the rebound, the assists, the steals, the good efficiency from the free throw line, and very uncharacteristically 1 for 11 from the 3. He will be better than this. He should be a top 3 guy. Keller Olynyk Jr. has shooting the ball so much better. 7 for 15, 17 points here, 5 rebounds, but did not bring the peripherals. Pacers team, I don't think they give out a lot of steals. So maybe that's the reason why. Kevon Looney, 17 minutes, didn't really do anything. Draymond Green, again, 11 assists, 3 steals and a block. He's being hot. He's been dishing out 10 plus assists almost every single game. And the minutes is way high, up there at 35, and he even scored 12 points. So great production from Draymond. I don't know if he can do this all season. He's probably like a 7 or 8 assist guy, and 1.5 steals and a little bit block. And good rebound guy. So if you wanna, and he also had 5 personal fouls. If you wanna, maybe it's a sell high moment for Draymond. He's also getting injured a lot this season. After, he's already ranked 103rd in 9 category leagues. Draymond's value is probably around there, around the 100th ranked range, because he doesn't score like the points. He basically give you 4 categories: the rebound, assist, which is great. The rebound is nice. The assist is gonna be one of the guys like top 10 in assists, looks like, and the steals and blocks. But everything else, the other 5, is gonna be pretty bad. So guys like this, it's just hard to be high in the rankings. It's you could sell high if you don't need. You can find the owner that's punting points. Try to get a top 40 or 50 guy back. If I'm the owner that's punting point, Draymond Green all of a sudden becomes really, really valuable to my team. I would try to trade him. Even it might be expensive, but it would be worth it. Andrew Wiggins just giving the same stats every single game, and good from the free throw line, and 15 points, 2 steals. No problem there. For the Pacers, Sabonis, oh my goodness. 2 steals and 1 block again. 16 rebounds, we know he can do that, right? He's 43 ranked because the free throw is so bad and high volume. He's averaging 1 steal and 0.7 blocks. He's been getting so many defensive stats. I don't think he's a 1 steal guy, on a per game basis. But collectively as a team, the Pacers team gets so many steals. So maybe it has to do with the defensive scheme. regardless, Sabonis being a monster this season. And, you should probably know that in category least, you want to pound free throw when you draft Sabonis. And then he becomes like a top 20 guy, right? Good stuff from him. McDermott started, and even McDermott chipped in 1 steal and 1 block. But he's mainly a scorer, can give you 15 points on pretty good efficiency. Miles Turner, just filling up the stat sheet. 1 steal and only 2 blocks. Miles Turner, for the season, still averaging 3.4 blocks. The Pacers, they had a week off as well, so there may be some rust for everybody on this team. Had 5 personal fouls, but Miles Turner should be, to me, if he's blocking 3.4 shots, yeah, he's a top 15 guy. Top 20, top 15 guy. Justin Holiday had a pretty rough game. 2 3 cents and steal. You still roster him for 3 cents and steals and some low turnover guy. Malcolm Brogdon, great game. The assist is low, 3 assists and still got you a steal. The only thing I'm looking at is just his efficiency and his steal numbers. Either way, it's a great game from him. T.J. McConnell played 27 minutes. If this guy is out there, you got to grab him. He's a mini Draymond Green. 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals and a block. 4 turnovers, and he doesn't score the ball. He doesn't shoot threes, but he does everything, pretty much everything else. And he probably has better field goal percentage than Draymond Green, right? And without the injuries, he plays 27 to 30 minutes. You gotta grab him. The value is there. The value in categories is just too much. The assists and the steals. The next game, Celtics losing again to the Atlanta Hawks. They are below 500 there. And Brad Stevens is getting a little bit desperate, just experimenting different lineups. We know Smart is out. We don't know how valuable. Now maybe we see how valuable Smart is to this team. They've been losing so many games without Smart. And this game, Kemba is also out. So Daniel Theis only played 11 minutes. I was wrong about him. I thought he's going to get the most consistent minutes. 11 minutes here. Tristan Thompson played 26. You want to stream guys like Tristan Thompson at this point, be getting consistent 25 plus minutes. He's a big rebound guy, can give you a big boost. But next game, it's possible he played 20 minutes or 15 minutes. We don't know. Jaylen Brown, the hot shooting fell off, and so is Jason Tatum. What a bag, what a dud from Tatum. 13 points and nothing else. Tatum, a guy like that, he's gonna be in shooting slumps. So after a bad week, you can try to buy low on him. Buy low as in try to trade him with a top 30 or 40 guy. On a per game basis, he should be a top 20 guy pretty comfortably. So just want to see him get out this shooting slump. Jaylen Brown, same thing, bad shooting night. And where's Jaylen Brown? His ranking, he's 39th at the moment, still shooting 50%. We'll see. We will see if he can do this. And 4 rebound, 5 assists, and a steal. And good from the free throw line. He's, sometimes he goes 100%, 5 for 5, and sometimes he goes 2 for 6. Right, just inconsistent from the free throw line. But on the season, he's pretty good. 78%, I would take it. If he can be a 78% free throw guy, I would take it. Jeff Teague started. Good stat line with Kemba out, but we know Kemba is going to be back. And I'm not interested in Jeff Teague. And Robert Williams. Brad Stevens said, hey, Robert Williams is going to get more minutes as the season goes on. Got 14 here. There's no point holding on to him. Only stream him. We don't. When Brad Stevens says he's going to get more minutes, he probably meant like 18, 19, 20 minutes, not 30 minutes. This guy is not going to play 30 minutes this season or next season, I don't think. The Atlanta Hawks got the win. Obviously, Gallo went off. A big reason why. He was a plus 25. Trae Young, pretty good game. And most importantly, if he can give you 1 steal a game, you'll be happy with that. The rest of the line, he's going to be a monster with everybody out. He can score 30 points and 9 assists with, even Cam Reddish is out. DeAndre Hunter is still out. Bogdanovic. Hunter, oh man, I don't know. Maybe he won't be back this season, right? We don't know. So, expect Trae Young to be a monster with all those guys out. Kevin Huerter, a pretty rough game. You still hold on to him with all the injuries going on. And it's also a blowout, so the minutes is a bit low. Clint Capella, 21. He'll be better. Block 3 shots. 9 rebound, no problem. John Collins, 25 minutes, 14, 11. Gallinari's been playing so well. Maybe he eats into a bit of John Collins' minute. But like I said, guys like Cam Reddish is in and out of the lineup. DeAndre Hunter, no timetable. And Bogdanovic is still out. So I expect all those guys to be... Collins should be a top 50 guy. Pretty comfortably. Tony Snell, 28 minutes, didn't do it. Had a block, nothing else. Not interesting. This guy per minute is one of the worst fantasy guys in the league. The next game, Cleveland picking up the steam, beating the Rockets 112. The Rockets, they don't have a center at the moment. PJ Tucker. Rockets got, you got to do your guy right. There's no point holding on to him if he's not trying to win a championship. Right? Send the guy to a contender, in my opinion. Guys like Jason Tate, Daniel House, Eric Gordon, I think they're all worth rostering. Daniel House blocked three shots here, 14 points. Has a consistent role on this team. Jason Tate struggled, no defensive stats and a rebound, but with all the guys out of Houston, he has a path to get 30 minutes every single night. So you want to roster him, see what happens. Oladipo came back and continues to just shit on your percentages. 40% from the field, missed a free throw and only 1 turnover. Guys like that in the category leagues, their value is just gonna be bad. The same thing with John Wall. Right? If you got 2 of those guys, it's hard to trade them. You might as well just get Westbrook and just pound those 3 categories. Who cares? John Wall and Oladipo, again, both guys had a pretty rough shooting night. John Wall, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. That's great. 2 steals and 2 blocks, 20 points. Great stuff from John Wall. I mean, we know those 2 guys the counting stats is good. It's just really, really bad efficiency. Eric Gordon, same thing. Can give you a bunch of points, but the efficiency is really rough. If you don't care about the efficiencies, if you're punting efficiency, you can try to trade for all of them, The owner might get frustrated. And in that category leagues, all those guys, their ranking is bad, right? John Wall is ranked 116, averaging 20 points and 6 assists. The counting stats is there, right? Victor Oladipo, where is he at? 91st, right? Averaging almost 19 points and 1.4 steals. That's a bit high, right? But the minutes is there, the usage is there. He's going to take 20 shots every game. But also Christian Wood is out. I expect Christian Wood to just take over if he can stay healthy on this Rockets team. Everybody's out of the way. Right? And I don't think he's close, actually. He may not be back to All-Star game. Just take his time. Sterling Brown and David Nwaba, they also have some value, but the minutes with everybody back is not enough. On the Cleveland Cavaliers, Isaiah Okoro plays high minutes, doesn't do anything. Dean Wade continues to start 20 minutes, not interesting. And Jarrett Allen, man, this might be a sell high moment for him. He's been, I don't know, so good. I expect him to be a top 20 guy, but not this good. He's already ranked on a per game basis, already ranked 47th. In the last week or so, I don't know. He's got to be a top 10, top 20 player. Again, 10 for 11 from the field. Free throw, we know he's a bad free throw shooter. We know that, but who cares? 18 rebound. Is he gonna average 12 rebounds and 2.5 blocks moving forward? I think that's top 20, top 30 value. I don't know if he can continue to do this, and Kevin Love is still out. Although I don't think Kevin Love and Larry Nance are going to eat into too much of his production. But he's just showing that he's really, really good. 6 offensive rebound as well. Scary stuff from Jarrett Allen. And no personal fouls. Blocked 4 shots and played 37 minutes. That's hard to do. Colin Sexton, a great game. Shooting the ball, but the problem with him is he's not bringing anything else. 3 assists and a steal. If he can give you 5 assists and 1.3, 1.2 steal, that would be really nice. Darius Garland had 8 turnovers. What? 10 assists, a bad game from him, but he was a plus 19. So I'll give him a pass. The rest of the Cavaliers lineup, none of them is huge fantasy producers other than JaVale McGee. He's playing behind Jarrett Allen. 1 steal and 3 blocks, but hey, not interesting, JaVale. But the big news here is Jarrett Allen being a monster. Let's move on to the next game. The Toronto Raptors losing to Miami Heat. The Raptors, I think they got Kyle Lowry back, and Norman Powell still played 33 minutes. So you obviously still hold on to Norman Powell, and they elected to go small, right? They started Pascal Siakam at the center, and that's why they struggled. That's why he struggled. 4 personal fouls in 20. Yeah, Nick Nurse, you gotta do my man Siakam right. Don't start him at the center again. Otherwise, he's gonna pick up 4 fouls and play 20 minutes and struggle. OG, the minutes is back up 36 minutes, 2 blocks. This is what he can do. No steals this game, but I expect him to be at least a 1.5. At least a 1.5 steals guy. No worries there. Norman Powell, you still hold on to him, 17 points. Still crazy efficiency, 55%. I expect him to be, average about 14, 15 points, meaning a points guy. So if the efficiency fall off, he doesn't really give you anything else, in my opinion. Maybe a little bit steals, but that's about it. Fred VanVleet, oh my God, finally, no block. He had like 2 blocks again last game. No block, no steals. Shot the ball okay, 24 points, and low turnover. This guy, I talked about this many times. Just low turnover, no turnover. 5 threes is nice. Kyle Lowry, crazy efficiency, a good game from him. 8 assists and 2 steals. I just worry Kyle Lowry playing 35 minutes every night. He's missed quite a few games this season already. A pretty old guy. If you can trade him for a younger guy, I would, with the eco value. I just worry about, he does this every single year where he plays really well in the beginning of the season and fall off a bit once we get to the end. 35-year-old point guard, Chris Boucher only got 18 minutes this game. Still got you 2 steals in the block. You hold on to him. It's roulette with Chris Boucher at this point. The minutes inconsistent, the production is inconsistent. So, but still, regardless, he is ranked 36. What is he ranked? Yeah, he's ranked 36 for the season. As bad as he has been playing. For some of the owners, they might think, wow, he's sucking. But he's still ranked 36, averaging 13 points and 6 rebounds, 6.5 rebounds. He can do that, and 1.9 blocks. He can do that. On the Heat side, Jimmy Butler, wow, great stuff from Jimmy. He is 18th ranked player. He should be in that range. 27 points and his 3 threes. Wow. He's been averaging 0.4 threes. So he probably made like only 1 3 all season and hit 3 threes here. 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Just good stuff from him. Not much to talk about. Keller Olynyk plays high minutes every game. Doesn't do anything. Bam. 7 for 11. 7-11. 19 points. Fill up the stat sheet. And again, he's shooting above 80% from the free throw. I don't recall a game this season that maybe one game he shot bad from the free throw line. But he hasn't had a bad night as in from the free throw line, as in high volume and low percentage. He might go 1 for 2. But I don't remember a game where he went 8 for 12 from the free throw. I don't remember. So I guess it's safe to assume for the rest of the season he's going to be a great free throw guy. And if he can, increase more steals and blocks, watch out. And he just started. He's still young, very very young, Bam. So just scary stuff from him. 19-12, not just great stuff. Duncan Robinson hit 4 threes, nothing else, just a streamer. And Kendrick Nunn, with Goran Dragic back, Kendrick Nunn played 36 minutes. So you still hold on to him. Obviously struggled 2 for 9. But maybe Kendrick Nunn is going to continue to start and play huge minutes. We know Tyler Hero is still out, right? Maybe Iggy lose some minutes, but you roster Nunn until he loses minutes. You don't drop him yet because he's still got 36 minutes here. The next game is the Minnesota Timberwolves losing to the Bulls. I think this game went to overtime. On the Timberwolves side, you gotta grab, Anthony Edwards. You gotta grab him and roster him. If you punt him field goal, he's great. He filled up the stat sheet here. Even got to 9 rebounds, and the minutes is so high, so you have to grab him. He was struggling at the beginning of the season, and he wasn't playing high minutes. We know D'Lo is out, but maybe D'Lo just takes away Ricky Rubio's minutes, right? New coach, everybody getting over 30 plus minutes, and Cat fouled out in 30 minutes. So it's good. Everybody's getting high minutes. Jared Vanderbilt got 34 minutes. It's a new coach. It's maybe doing the right thing for fantasy purposes. You want to grab Vanderbilt. If he gets 35 minutes every single night, he can be he can be a top 60, 70 guy on a per game basis because he's efficient from the field and can give you steals and blocks, good rebounder and no turnovers. So you want to take a look at him. Cat, again, 5 assists, great stuff. Fill up the stat sheet, a top 5 guy in fantasy for sure. Malik Beasley, 25 points. Seemed pretty empty. 5 3-pointers. Nothing else. Ricky Rubio, 10 assists. You can stream him with D'Lo out, but I think Ricky Rubio is gonna go back to play 20 minutes. Looking at the minutes distribution, when D'Lo comes back, he's probably gonna play 20 minutes coming off the bench. So you still stream him, but when D'Lo comes back, maybe a month or 2 months from now. Naz Reid, interestingly, because Cat was in foul trouble, so he played, a bit high minutes, 22, and this guy can put up stats. When given the minutes, I'm not interested in I don't have too much interest in him because the minutes is very up and down. On the Bulls side, wow, what a game for Zach LaVine. 7 turnovers, didn't have anything else. Crazy efficiency. I think it's just a sell high, right? Whenever guys have games like this, just the insane efficiency and nothing else. We know he can give you about 5 rebounding and 5 assists and a bit of steals and blocks, but the shooting is I don't know. I know it's been half of a season. He's shooting over 50%. When is he gonna cool off? Maybe not having fans in the stadium has something to do with guys' shooting percentage. I don't know. That might be a factor this season because so many guys is doing it. So, yeah. But I think Lauri Markkanen is still out. Once Lauri Markkanen comes back, in the very small sample size that we see them playing together, Zach LaVine is not going to have this much high usage because Lauri Markkanen also a pretty high usage guy. Kobe White also had 7 turnovers. Wow. So the Timberwolves, everybody, they got 11 steals out of those turnovers. Again, no defensive stats. The rest of the line looks all right. Pretty good, actually. Wendell Carter Jr., great. You got to pick him up at this point. Again, 2 steals and 2 blocks. A double-double grab. He has a pretty consistent role with this team. Patrick Williams, 2 steals and a block. Not too interested. He doesn't really give you anything. Just like a Garrett Temple, this game did not give you anything. Patrick Williams, he can give you some steals and blocks, but it's not like Matisse Thybulle. Right? He maybe give you close to 1 and like 0.5 blocks. But he does have high minutes. Thaddeus Young in overtime had 4 steals and 6 assists. He's still producing. I think he should continue to produce with Lauri Markkanen out. We'll see what happens when Lauri Markkanen comes back. At this point, yeah. I think honestly he's a top 60, 70 guy with getting 25 minutes a night. He can do that. You see, he got 4 steals and 6 assists. As a power forward, he give you over 4 assists and 1.5 steals. I don't know any power forward can give you that number in the entire NBA. I don't know. From the power forward position. And he only plays 25 minutes a night. Thomas Satoransky, not interested. Kobe White, I understand Kobe White might suck from time to time, but the ceiling, there is a ceiling with his value. Move on to the next game. That's the Detroit Pistons losing to New Orleans Pelicans. Pistons, all those guys, you got to grab them. You got to grab Saddiq Bey. Maybe it's time to grab Dennis Smith Jr. as well. Had 26 minutes here. The minutes is trending up and up. And Josh Jackson got to pick him up. And Saban Lee only got 22 minutes. So, all those guys, at least stream them. See what happens. I think Saddiq Bey is probably the guy you want to pick up out of everyone. Josh Jackson, we know the percentage is going to be rough. Dennis Smith Jr.'s percentage is also rough. So, take a flyer on all of them, see what happens, or stream them. And this guy, Sekou Doumbouya, played 23 minutes, didn't do anything. I wouldn't go rush and pick him up. But Saddiq Bey, Dennis Smith Jr., Josh Jackson, Saban Lee, all those guys, you wanna take a look at them. Mason Plumlee, another huge game. Jeremy Grant is also out. Sorry. That's why Sekou Doumbouya got the minutes. So not worried about him. Another great game. You gotta sell high on Mason Plumlee. On a per game basis, I mean, just try package him with someone else. I'm just really worried. This level of production, don't think it's gonna sustain all season. And he's also overperforming at the moment, right? Almost a triple double. On the Pelican side, Brandon Ingram, great stuff. 27-7, great efficiency everywhere, and a steal. I'll take it. Zion Williamson continues to be the biggest field goal anchor. 6 rebound, 5 assists, 32.0 is there. Steven Adams came back and had a pretty good game. If he's out there on the waiver wire, and if he's pounding free throws, he's worth the look. He gets 30 minutes every single game. Eric Bledsoe, 11 points, 2 steals. He only stream him. I wouldn't roster him full time. He gets close to 30 minutes every single night, but really just the steal numbers has fallen off for Eric Bledsoe. Lonzo Ball, 12 points, 8 assists, and 3 steals. Great stuff from Lonzo. I expect his assist numbers is pretty low this season. So I want to see him get pushed up to 6 and 7 per game. Then he'll be a top 50 guy. Hernan Gomez with Steven Adams back, you can drop him. And Josh Hart, he's been playing really well lately. Not so much this game. You can still roster him. The 2 rebound is bad. The 1 steal is good. But we know he can do. He can grab you 7-8 rebounds and hit some threes. And he's been getting close to 30 minutes. So hey, that can give you value. And guys like Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Kira Lewis play 6 minutes each. Interestingly, the next game is San Antonio Spurs. They missed this team is rusty. Obviously, they lose to OKC, so that's understandable. The big news here is LaMarcus Aldridge came back and played 26 minutes, coming off the bench. But Jakob Poeltl still played 35. So if somehow Jakob Poeltl is out there on the waiver wire, you want to grab him. 2 blocks. We know he's a bad free throw shooter, but everything else is great. 9 rebound, 2 blocks, 7 points. Great stuff on him. Trey Lyles, 26 minutes. Put up the stat. I don't think he'll have minutes moving forward, consistent minutes. There's still a lot of guys out, right? Like Derek DeRozan. DeRozan's out for personal reasons. Derek White and Keldon Johnson. All those guys out. But the fact that, I talk about this, Poeltl is the center, and Aldridge might just play the power forward. I don't know. At the moment, the fact that Poeltl played 35 minutes, you got to roster him. Maybe when everybody comes back, Poeltl is not going to play 35 minutes, and Aldridge is going to start again. We don't know. And if Aldridge is out there on the waiver wire, it's time to grab him. 26 minutes, he should get 26 to 30 minutes a night. The production is going to be up and down, but he's worth rostering. He should, has top at least 100 upside at least for him. DeJounte Murray went off with everybody out, 27, 9, and 6. I just want to see DeJounte Murray. He can be a 2 steals guy on a per game basis, or 1.7, 1.8. He's a top 50 guy, and the steal numbers. He's right at 47, already averaging 1.6 steals. So this is probably where he should be in terms of the steal numbers. But I want to see him move up to 2. See if he can do that. For the OKC, Lou Dort hit the game winner. This guy real good defender in real life, but doesn't give you in fantasy. And Darius Garland, 30 minutes, 10 rebounds, and nothing else. So if you want to drop him, by all means. But he still has a role on this team. He will get 30 minutes every single night. So, but at the moment, really, just give you some rebound, nothing else. I'll be perfectly okay moving on from him. But you can stream him for rebound purposes. Al Horford, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 16 points. He and Mason Plumlee in the same situation. How many minutes are they gonna get once we get to the end of the season? They might just one day, boom, they just lose minutes and they lose all the value just like that. Theo Maledon, 35 minutes, 3 steals and 4 steals is nice, but he's worth streaming at least until George Hill comes back. Shea, a great game, 40 just went off, 42 points. This is the Shea we wanted to see when he was getting drafted in the 2nd or 3rd round. 42 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and most importantly, great efficiency from the field and from the free throw line. Good stuff from Shea. Yeah, hopefully he can continue doing this. Like, have more scoring. He's only averaging 22 points. Can he average 25 points? I don't know. But if he can do that, he should be a top 30 guy, worth his draft position. The next game is, wow, the Charlotte Hornets beating. Hornets playing so well this season, and they're gonna be in the playoffs. In the Eastern, they're still below 500, but hey, wow, Celtics dropped all the way to the 9th seed. Crazy stuff. Gordon Hayward had injured his right hand, came back, played pretty well. 20 points, a steal, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. PJ Washington not so much. The minutes is interesting low. Malik Monk was playing so well, so he took away some of the minutes from everybody. I think he's still worth rostering. If Cody Zeller exit the game with an injury, if PJ Washington can play at the center position again, he should give you a decent amount of blocks, in my opinion. Cody Zeller exit the game. Let's see how long he's gonna be out. Either way, he was playing pretty bad before this, so you can drop him if he's gonna be out for a week. Terrence Rozier, high minutes, 6 turnovers. Didn't shoot the ball well, but that's okay. But 4 assists and 2 steals. I was just so wrong about Terry Rozier. He's putting up the peripheral stats and insane efficiency. He's 33rd ranked player. Still shooting 49% from the field and averaging 1.3 steals. Before this season, I thought of him as a low field goal guy, low steals guy, and low assist guy. I mean, he's still only averaging 3.1 assists, so he's not a high assist guy. But wow, what a season he's been having. LaMelo Ball, we know, at this point it's no surprise. The stat line he's putting up, great efficiency as well. 3 threes, 8 assists, and 2 steals. Not much to talk about. Miles Bridges, if Cody's out, it's gonna be out. There are more minutes going around, so he's worth a pickup. But again, the peripherals is missing. Malik Monk went off. Just one game. He can do that. He can go off like that every once in a while, but can not consistent. On the south side, Mikal Bridges, rough on the free throw line, 2 for 4. 1 steal is good. I still want to see Mikal getting more. Just give us more. He's ranked 60th. 60. This is probably where he should be. Can give you 14, 15 points, and I expect him to give you 1.3, 1.4 steals at least. He's averaging 0.6 steals. Still averaging such low. If he's averaging 1.3, 1.4 steals right now, he's a top 40 guy. Right? I don't know if the steals coming this season. He's still blocking a lot of shots, so that's good. DeAndre Ayton, 16 and 10, 1 block, nothing else. I mean, it's almost identical the stat line he put up every single game. Just disappointing. Devin Booker also disappointing. No rebound. 33 points, 3 assists, 1 steal is nice. He's scoring the basketball in a pretty high efficient manner, but just nothing else. That's the problem with him. Chris Paul, I don't know, maybe a sell high. On a per game basis, maybe Chris Paul is top 20, top 25 player. 37 minutes here. He's been playing so well lately. He struggled beginning of the season. I think in OKC last season, getting to a new team, he also struggled beginning of the season. Really, really bad. Low assists, low steals, and he turned it around. Become a top 25 guy. Same thing this season. He just started off slow this season with the new team, but then he just picked it up. He's so good. Jay Crowder, 26. Cameron Johnson interestingly played 30 minutes because Frank Kaminsky gonna start every single game and not play 10 minutes. That's just what they're doing with him. So Jay Crowder is worth streaming. Filled up the stat sheet here for Jay Crowder. Cameron Johnson, not so much. I think the minutes is really up and down for him. Somehow got 30 minutes here because he's playing so well. Let's move on to the last game of the night. Oh yeah, Lakers. I mean, if AD is out there, there's supposed to be the matchup we want to see. Without AD, they got destroyed. LeBron, 19, just a bad game from all the Laker guys. Marquise Morris started in place of Kyle Kuzma. didn't do anything. Nobody did anything for the Lakers this game. Right? Everybody had a bad game versus this Jazz. Also a blowout, so no one's minutes is that high. The big news is Taylor Horton Tucker started. If he continues to start and get 30 minutes, you want to take a flyer on him, see what happens, because he can really fill up the stat sheet. Can give you the rebound, assists, steals, and blocks. And obviously, pretty rough game here. Kyle Kuzma, in the short term with 80 out, he's worth streaming. Even give you 2 steals and a block. On Montrezl Harrell, field goal is good every single game, but the minutes is so borderline hold. Maybe if you really need those, he's like a Gallinari. If you really need those field goals, yes. Otherwise, you drop it. On the Jazz side, so everybody played really well. Bogdanovic, he's been playing pretty well lately and even chipped in 2 steals. I expect him to average around 15, 16 points. Right, that's value. But he's gonna, be in a shooting slump every once in a while. And when he does that, he really provides nothing. But if he's hot like this, sure. Royce O'Neal, we know what he can do. He doesn't score the ball, but the rebound, assist, steals, and blocks, he can give you those. Rudy Gobert, easy work for him. Only blocked 1 shot. And Donovan Mitchell struggled from the field, but 10 rebounds, 8 assists, and most importantly, 2 steals. If he can up his assists and most importantly steal numbers, because that really helps in fantasy. He's ranked 65th, averaging 1 steal. If he can average 1 steal, he can be a top 60 guy. If he can average 1.5 steal, he can be a top 45 guy. So let's just see what he can do for the rest of the season. Mike Conley continues to be strong. 8 assists and 2 steals. The hamstring is not bothering him that much. He can give you 15, 16 points, 6, 7 assists, and 1.5 steals. That's top 50. He's 52nd, yeah. Averaging 16 points, yeah, 6 assists, 1.5. That's top 50. And can hit some threes and free throws. Joe Ingles, with everybody back, it's time to drop him. Jordan Clarkson, due to the nature of this game, 23 minutes, still put up decent stat. Okay efficiency, 18 points. Him and Bogdanovic, I prefer Clarkson over Bogdanovic. That's it for all the games. See you guys later.